Good morning, Avi. What happened in court this morning?
Well, Bradan, it was a 7-page letter today that was a bone of contention here at the Springs Magistrate Court. It was a 7-page letter from accused number 2 directed to the prosecution here, claiming that this matter is not ready for trial. They claim that the docket that they receive has a number of appenditures that are referenced to in the docket, but in fact the documents aren't contained in that docket, crucial documents that in fact are some of the evidence. They claim that those weren't provided in the docket, and in fact this matter, the state is not ready. It still needs to do further investigation. It's some of the issues that in fact the state conceded to the prosecutor here, Connie Erasmus, basically pointing out, admitting in fact that the case was not investigated by the right relevant authorities. It was investigated by the Hawks instead of involving experts such as water affairs and other relevant authorities who would be well versed in this matter. So I was even talking to some of the accused, Khulubuse, Zuma and Tulani and Ngobani outside court here. Were pretty amped about the proceedings today, saying that in fact the state is not ready at all for this particular case, and if it were to go ahead now, they would lose this case. So the case now has been set for pre-trial briefings on the 25th of February next year, 2020.
Yeah, just to give us a sense, how serious are these charges of water pollution against them?
Well, it is actually quite the first, charges that have gone this far in terms of, and then they would be, if they were to be found guilty, the first to be prosecuted under these charges. They could face jail terms or a fine from 5 years upwards. In fact, they are relating to 3 counts of charges. That the first count is unlawful water use, claiming that they used water unlawfully, intentionally, and in fact damaged water that goes out to such water disposing areas. So they are actually quite serious charges, but first in terms of being environmental charges that will expected to go the length.
Yeah, but from what you could gather from Khulubuse, Zuma and others that you spoke to, they think the state doesn't have a case here.
Not at all, Bradan. In fact, the magistrate here, Kensani Moyale, pointed out that if the state, if this case goes ahead, they must be certain that, in fact, no other evidence will be added on here. In fact, some of the issues that the defense added on, that if the state and pre-trial goes ahead and the trial itself, no other evidence must be added on. They will take it from the docket as it is. And in fact, it's one of the issues that Khulubuse Zuma was actually quite amped about, saying that if they go ahead with the evidence that they have now, they don't have any case. Saying that they try to give them a chance, in fact, to just go back, withdraw the charges now, and then come back with a solid case. But the state was adamant on this case. And in fact, we're expecting the trial to only begin in June and July. To be precise, on the 18th of June to the 25th of June, also picking up on the 23rd of July to the 29th of July.
Okay, thank you very much. This case has indeed been going for quite some time. Aurora Empowerment System there at the Springs Magistrate Court in Ekurhuleni.